Welcome to the game, Calvert versus McDonough here. Calvert coming off a rough loss Friday to McDonough, and then had another one against LaSalle Saturday. Would this one be a huge game to get 3 points and bounce back from those two losses, especially as time comes down in the MIAA and the playoff scenarios are starting to appear? I'm with guest commentator Tom Christ.
How's it going, Bleach? Glad to be here.
We got a good game on our hands. Two of the top teams in the league, or we'd like to view it that way so far. So far it's been rough for the Cardinals, but MSJ certainly up there for championship caliber team.
Should be a nail biter.
It's a non-division game, especially not still in the conference, as Andy Christ explained to me. Cleared some things up, thank you to him. So it may not be in the division, still in the conference, and it's a pretty big game because if we lose this game, if Cardinals fall, it would be a likely scenario that we face MSJ again in the first round of the playoffs. So Benny gets his first touch in the attacking third and tries to find Andy Christ on the wing, and it draws to the first corner. A lot of the focus yesterday on practice was about set pieces. How they're going to try to put that perfectly on the sixth. Force MSJ to make a play on it.
Oh, the man.
Ooh! Legs were open there.
Defenders got to close those next time.
But leads to a goal kick. Technical difficulties in the booth here. So a similar back line that Calvert-Hall's been playing all year. Andy Christ back to that spot after being more sick than a kid that had week-old fast food. But he's back and ready to go today after limited minutes against McDonough. Levis gets his first touch. Not a lot of pressure from MSJ. He's going to give him some time to find David Peters or Riley Organt. Just throwing it up there for him. The rock of the midfield, Mike Gisriel, gets involved in his first tackle. And Giblin's going to take the throw here. He's got Benny short here. He's got Riley also. Nice one-touch back. Fields could be switched. Kind of a hospital pass there. But it leads to Benny's foot. Oh, overlap was on. Not exactly the look Benny was hoping for.
Just off the mark.
Slightly. Goalie had to make a diving stretch for that one to keep it away.
A couple inches, that could have gone in.
That's going to lower Penn Bender's shooting percentage just by a little. His 46th shot of the season. Almost doubling any other second-place player. Sean Barwick and David Peters combined for 57 shots with 29-28. But limited amount of goal scorers for Calvert-Hall this season. Only one goal scorer, Penn Bender, who's got more than 3. So it's up to someone to step up here late in the season and to help Calvert-Hall with this playoff push.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to need it. I mean, most of their goals have just been off set pieces so far. Not really much in game.
And he has an opportunity to whip this one in. He's very fond of the long ball this year after keeping it in his back pocket the last 3. But Andy Christ has figured out how to put the ball in the air, and he's using it a lot this year.
I mean, they might need some defenders to step up and start taking some shots from deep, as they're not getting it from the strikers right now.
Yeah, we heard a lot about Liam Giblin last stream and his threat to the one-time volley that we are still waiting on this season. Patrice Evra-esque type goal scorer. The one-time crack, if you recall that, to the top corner.
Well, I heard he was putting in the work at practice.
Gibbo is a hungry practice player. So Nick's going to take the free kick off the offsides call. And just as important for it is Calverdale to score goals. The defense has to clean up their own mistakes. I feel like it's clean for 70, 75 minutes of the game, but there's always 2 or 3 mistakes Calverdale does consistently that just puts Calverdale in a tough situation. I know 2 of the McDonough goals yesterday, they wish they'd have gotten back just from simple errors. Solid start from Calverdale early on. Giblin can make an overlap here. Benny's getting involved a lot. That's a good third-man run from Giblin. Oh, and Riley Oregon was right there. Nick Long can't bring that one down. Good track back defense. That's excellent job. Call. And that's going to be, this is shaky for Calvert Hall off the questionable call. Nick Long does well to recover. It's a double team now. Lott relies on James to stop it. Oh, over the bar. Shot gets off. Questionable call by the ref. But Calvert Hall doesn't do as well as I'm sure Coach Rich would hope so to recover in response to that.
I mean, MSJ took complete advantage of that quick play on right there and got away in space.
Nifty move to find him pretty much wide open.
Yeah.
Sean tries and cannot connect. One in DP on the width. DP was a little pinched in, a little too far for that one.
Should have played it outside.
I think a lot of this remaining of the season comes down to the people off the bench right now that are going to be able to step up and make plays for Calvert Hall when the lineup's not getting it exactly done. I know the last goal for Calvert Hall in the flow of play was all the way against Spalding. Feels like eternities ago, and we still failed in that one. MSJ starting to apply some pressure to Calvert Hall early.
Well, yeah, Calvert Hall is definitely going to need to start applying more pressure with the goal scorers in play. Feels like most of their goals just been Ben Bender PKs the past few games.
Well, at least we know the pen bender is automatic, but we'd love to see some other forms of live action goals.
He's something special from the penalty line.
I wonder how long it will take him to finally not connect on one. Perhaps never, but in that situation, he says he'll give up the penalty spot to someone else who steps up to it. I like Peyton Medore on that one. He wanted it against Appoquinimag. I'm sure he'd step up to the spot real well. He'd practice them every day after practice. It's an automatic top right.
We get a throw in for Calvert Hall here. Good shielding by Nick Long.
Nick Long has clearly been hitting the weight room lately. As you can see there, there's a brick wall for that one. Refused the MSJ attacker to get to that one. And leads to the throw. But Calvert Hall cannot get the clear. Uh-oh. And this could be a problem, as we know from film study that MSJ does have solid opportunities from set pieces, and this could not really be in a more threatening situation.
Yeah, dangerous spot here on the free kick. This is definitely could go back in the back of the net here.
It's going to be Taekwon Strood. He has a lot this year, a lot of goals in his under his belt. I think a couple set pieces as well. He's going to go try under the wall. Wall's composed there to. Ooh, a piss missile just outside.
Pretty good strike.
He got a hold of that one on the volley. Looked like Liam Giblin from practice. Except Giblin puts it 3 feet to the right on goal and in the top triangle.
If that's on target, that's a dangerous shot right there.
Uh-oh. Starting to get a little shaky from Calvert for the last couple seconds. As a lot of this midfield relies on Sean Barwick, not only work ethic in the attacking third, but now that he's filling in that center attacking mid role, he needs to make sure he's accounting for the defense as well, which was a little slow from getting used to against McDonough, but the second half he did well to make a presence known defensively in the midfield. And as he drops into the midfield now, MSJ is not a fan of holding the ball for too long without going for it, but Calvert is making sure that the counterattack that they demonstrate and the fast pace of play is slowed down just a bit. Andy Chris wins himself a throw-in. Short to Hato. Haven't really seen much of Hato today. David Peters has an isolation against Dimitri Jordan. Gets the cross in. Even though that was towards the goalie, that's the looks they're going to need this today. Dimitri was covering the cut in. DP does well to get to the sideline. Sean Barwick does well as well. Oh my. Silly error.
Well, you hate to see that.
We talk about Penn Bender. Let's see if it's Penn Dimitri Jordan or Tyron Stroud here.
That is not what you want to see from the Calvert Hall defense there.
I'm not sure how much of he got from him, how much of the head he got, but that was definitely a dangerous play. I thought dangerous plays were indirect kicks. It's unfortunate it's in the box. Wouldn't be as threatening. It's going to be 27 Miles Lamb.
He's known to shoot bottom left here. We'll see if he goes.
Bottom left is the call. I would not be surprised there. Levis saved a couple PKs in practice yesterday. Hopefully that helps his confidence in this one here. Calvert really does not want to go down 1-0 to the best defense in the league, with MSJ only conceding 7 goals on the year. So after the foul, he's going to go into concussion protocol as the PK goes. Calvert could use this to their advantage if they get a save, almost like a bailout and momentum shift. As they get a shoot, just blow the horn. Off the left foot. Bottom left, on the left. Put some air on it. No chance for anything to happen there. Calvert has to pick themselves up here.
Pretty good guess by Levis. Just goes right over his hands.
Thank God he didn't go bottom left last time, or else that would have been an Andrew Levis save.
I mean, clearly he's been watching some film, but 27 just changed it up there.
So MSJ marches back. 12 minutes into this one with a lead. Hopefully Penn Bender can get one for himself.
James plays it down the line, out of bounds.
On to lane 2 of the track. Not exactly where he intended that one to go. Well done by James to make that tackle. So a long throw for MSJ. Ben Bender should win this one. Cleared up by Sean, but packing 11 in, it's going to be hard to get any attack as the clearance just goes right to the center back. But thankfully, right back to Levis. Nick Long could get it short here if he gets 20 yards wider. We've seen that a lot from Levis, but instead he puts it at his own feet. Good win by DP. Doesn't have the height, but he's got the energy to go up for that one. Just as I said earlier, Sean Barwick's center attacking mid-roll. He's clearly getting getting involved in the back line, or not the back line, the defense. Taekwon Shrewd plays a James Garfink-esque ball into lane 2, leading to an Andy Chris throw. Not a lot of width on the field right now. No one's really stretching it on the right side. Closest man is pretty much on the halfway mark. Calverdon needs to join the attack here. It can't just be 2 players, or else it'll be eaten up pretty simply. Number 25, Jackson Simon with the foul there.
Calverdon plays quick.
DP has done really well on this side. Almost all the attack. Gibbo with a nifty move. Could have cut that one in one more time. Gibbo's cut's more sharp than a cheese grinder right there, as he gets an opportunity to play one down the line to Riley Organt.
Completely slicing the defense there. That was a sight.
So patience from the goalie to let his center back tie his shoe. Really generous of him.
Calverdon not applying really any pressure to MSJ backs this game.
Yeah, I know part of the game plan there was keep compact and force MSJ to come to them. But early on, just an unfortunate mistake, to be completely honest. It wasn't really a goal-scoring opportunity for him. Just Michael Gisriel has been solid all year. Just puts his foot a little too high. DP putting a little pressure on the box, wins a throw. Sean, easy to go down without the call. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
Couldn't draw the foul there.
Yep, like you said, no pressure there. Calverdon had that same exact play. I'm sure they would only had a couple seconds on it before MSJ defender was all over him. What it's about, team defending for Calverdon was the moral of this one. It's going to be extremely difficult to put a couple past MSJ to win this game. That's a remarkable, only 7 goals conceded. It's almost half the total of any other team. Gibbo's an opportunity to win the throw, but he cannot. Ball boy, Little Zinken is back in action. Good
Always
to see him.
on top of his game.
Look at the 40-yard dash. Almost another pen, but now we can see Little Zinken on the field. He's wearing yellow. We may need to use him at striker sometime.
He could make the All-Star game at this rate.
His 40-yard dash to get that one was almost as fast as Andrew Levis, our leading fitness player of the team. And he has room on the wing. Benny doesn't like the concept of...
Plays it down the line.
Oh, flags up, though. I'd like to see the replay of that one. I was looking at Andy Chris making a run up the line.
That was definitely close.
Good to see our wingbacks putting some pressure on MSJ while staying composed defensively. This is weird.
Dangerous
This
play
is
here.
weird. This is weird. This is really weird.
Calvert gets lucky to clear that one away.
Levis, who's normally not the quickest to want to come off his line, does there. James Garfink and him were not on the same page, though. So
Definitely a lack of communication on that play.
Big corner kick. Calverdon brings all 11 men inside their 6, except Sean Barwick at the... Now everyone's in there.
Well, you can't park the bus any much more than that.
Float it back in. Calverdon needs to keep their marks
I was going to say he was
Offsides.
probably offsides. Whenever it's played back in like that, the person who kicked the corner is usually offsides.
Yeah, Calvert Hall does well to get their line up at least 5 yards just to make it a little more difficult for MSJ. Good win by Sean Barwick.
DP played
Good
it
ball
in the
in,
box.
one touch. That needs to be at the 6-8, maybe even the PK spot to be a threat. I know Ben Bender wanted it there. But MSJ's back line stays strong. It's gotta be a more difficult ball than that for MSJ to handle in order to get on the score sheet today for Calvert Hall. Only 3 seniors on MSJ's lineup. Junior heavy team with Captain Dimitri Jordan. Oh my, what a defensive stand by Andy Christ. Nick Long gets a little beat to the line to allow the cross, but Andy covers well.
What a throw by MSJ player.
You see the bike though? Reminds me of Patrick Dahada. That type of caliber player and the audacity to perform one of those live game.
You definitely got to send it for the bike every once in a while.
Benny with a Cruyff. 30 out now. Triple teamed. Riley gets in the box. Benny saw the opportunity to take one touch and hit it. Mike Gisler records his first on-shot goal, or on-goal shot of the season right there. His 5th shot of the year.
Calvert Hall got stuck a little close together there. Had to spread it out a little bit.
Benny saw his opportunity. Riley Organ took a heavy touch, and Benny almost tried to use it as like a pass. We know Benny likes stealing the ball from his own players. I know Luke Ferrer-Reese, also known as Pizon, was fond of Bender doing that in the preseason.
Well, it almost tricks out the other team. They're kind of confused. Why is one team stealing it from their own team?
It's a mind game. It's mental warfare, psychological warfare on the field.
It's all about getting in the head of your opponent.
Tom, we could use you out there. Little chirp action to throw off MSJ.
Well, yeah, back in the day, I could have been known for chirping on the field, but not anymore.
Great tackle by
great.
Dimitri Jordan,
Yeah.
senior captain. I remember Calvert Hall legend Andrew Guidi, probably most known for his chirping in club and high school. His presence on the field is clearly missed because we haven't tried to get into a fight all year. So it's been a lot cleaner on the friendly side of the pitch.
Well, that's good to hear, Bleach,
Good and bad. It's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with a couple push and shoves,
Oh, yeah.
just to keep the live stream more entertaining. He's got Benny wide open in the midfield. Ball's not on there. And he's screaming for it. He needs to get wider here. Steve Walsh checks in for the first time today. Replaces Riley Organt. Steve really needs to put one on goal. He's got a rocket shot. Probably the most threatening shooter on this attacking line for Calvert Hall. The strict 8 is clearly making his presence known. He's all over the place today early. Calvert Hall's play hasn't been subpar at all, to say the least. Just one PK. I know they've had some opportunities given up, but they've also created some in the attacking third.
Yeah, they've definitely had some good opportunities. That just seems to be the story of the season so far. Creating opportunities to not be able to finish.
Was that Andy Chris or Hayden Lim that just slipped there? It's an Andy Chris-esque play, but Hayden Lim, I believe, lost his footing 2 times already. maybe tried the New Balance shoes. It's probably not working out for him.
Well, he's definitely known for slipping. He's had a cleat problem of recent.
Andy Chris, yes?
Yeah.
Isn't he using your shoes, Tom?
No, he actually said no to getting new cleats from our mother, and he wanted to play in the used cleats, maybe for luck. I don't know.
The Tiempo, the number 10 Tiempos. When you come across the number 10 Tiempos, you know it's a threat. It's an excellent throw-in from Dimitri Jordan.
Oh, the player gets demolished by the ref.
The referee, little did you know, he was a linebacker in college for University of South Carolina.
Could have been a hit on a defenseless receiver there.
Yeah, that's for sure a fine in the NFL. But Steve's the lone wolf out there right now pressuring. He's told not to do so. So hopefully this one trails out of bounds. And the booth does have one downside. It's that bottom left corner.
Yeah, well, as you can see, it did go out of bounds there. Called it pretty accurately.
Fortunately, I cannot see it. But I'll trust you. Sean lets it bounce now. It's back in my vision. Good news. And he gets the toe poke there. Ooh. Benny goes down. He doesn't like to go down easily. So.
They drew the foul. It all worked out.
Plays a short, kind of triple teamed. Weird pass. Oh, even weirder pass. James Garfin's, Nick's going to have a touch to try to clean this up. Oh, God, what is happening? Levis bails him out. Sean stops playing, thinking he was going to get a foul. The work rate of Calvert Hall is what's going to get him back in this game.
Oh,
good play by Andy Chris. We got a counterattack, 5 on 4.
Oh,
he's going to find Hayden Lim. Benny's waiting for his moment. Hayden Lim, heavy touch, pushed. Told to get up. I did see an arm extension there, maybe a bit over exaggeration, but what?
Questionable calls by the ref.
What is
right
this?
Here.
Oh, now we're going to stop the clock off this. What is he doing? The linebacker may have stuck to football. It would have probably been the better option from him because.
I mean, if this ref had one more eye, he'd be a Cyclops. There's some questionable calls right there.
This is kind of absurd. Ben Bender with the booking. And he's going to get some water, and hopefully we'll see him back on the field within seconds.
Well, he got a yellow for a pretty normal tackle there.
So clock resumes.
Nothing egregious about that.
Who does this guy think he is? My God, that was unreal.
Sean plays it up, expecting a run, but no run from.
That's just kind of poor effort from Calvert Hall. Two people could have gotten there. They were just walking.
You could call that lackadaisical right there.
Half-paced, lackadaisical effort.
MSJ is quick to switch fields off the goal kick.
I mean, honestly, for a second there, I look over at Little Zincan. I'm like, why is our player trying to get ball on the track right now when the ball's in play? Completely slipped my mind that Little Zincan wasn't our starting right wing. I look forward to that next year, though, as he enters the realm of being an active player. Gibbo matched up right now against Jeremy Callahan. And he gets the foul.
Gibbo doesn't believe it, but from the booth you could see a little tugging right there on the jersey.
All is fair in tug and war. So, but they're going to get the foul called here. Gibbo still may not agree, but that's not going to change anything. 3 in the wall, that's heavy. But Taekwon Stroud's going to get another look. I doubt he's going to pull it from this far. I mean, if you hear pulling in the stands, he has to. No other choice, but he doesn't.
Oh,
wide open.
Ball.
Jesus.
Missed
So,
opportunity for MSJ there.
Unmarked was the MSJ runner after an absolute peach from Taekwon Shrewd.
But he misses the ball to the dome.
Uh-oh, sloppy. Nick Long bails him out. Andy Chris is going to have an isolation play on the corner. Coach Jeff claims that that kid Andy Chris, man, one of the best defenders in the AA for sure. And he's proved it all year. No foul. Triple team. Benny's going to win that one. Sean's going to force him back. Hoping something weird happens. Trying to see the adjustments. 2 subs came on. Will Andrews and Chris Link. Not exactly sure he just subbed off. Oh, Penn Bender's going to hit the winger. Let's see if he can isolate himself against a young junior.
MSJ completely content holding this ball in their back line.
If I was that right back right now and I saw this switch, you would not want to check my pants because this is threatening.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it makes sense.
So let's see if they can get it to the deadly duo of Andy Christ and Penn Bender as they look to do that now. James Garfink takes a couple heavy touches and then floats it up in the air. So he can't connect there. Deflection, waiting on the flag. Our ball.
Great call from the ref there. Love to see it.
So it couldn't be more stagnant right now on the offensive throw-in. That's why we lose so many of them. Steve should drop right now, and he's going to. 30 to 35 yards is Calverdall's goal of keeping compact. James Garfink always loves to drop back and extend the 5 yards, even though he's not really marking anyone right now. But it helps him with the 3 balls just like that one, where he's well in position for that one. Substitution for MSJ. It's going to be number 30, Shan Chung, coming out in replacement for number 27. Miles Lamb comes back in the game. The junior. That was the freshman on the field for a second there. Might have not noticed it compared to the freshman of our height, or the height of our freshman on Calvert Hall. Probably take 2 or 3 of them to stack up on him to be the height of Shan Chung. And he really wants this on the wing. He hasn't really gotten it yet. Oh, we got an overlap here. Oh, the play on. Really ruins the overlap for Benny, which you want it. Good tackle by Link if he can turn him. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Penn Bender's booked right now. He's going to talk to him. Probably the first real foul Benny's had. And the linebacker, the undrafted rookie free agent linebacker from USC is going to have a talk with Benny about his next yellow.
Definitely a dangerous tackle there from behind. Ref had to blow the whistle there. Good tackle by Link. Calvert Hall possessing really well right here.
Oh, way to jinx him, Tom.
You know, it's just the commentator's jinx.
Maybe we can start hyping up MSJ and see if the tides will turn.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
A lot of substitutions coming in for MSJ.
They're expecting a huge throw in here.
Gibbo tries to wrap around there. Yeah, that's not going to get by Benny. So the left winger, is still the strict 8 in his heart. But now he's going to go back to his left wing spot.
Wide.
See if he can hold it up for him. He's trying. Ooh! The strict 8 all over the place still, even though his responsibility is left wing, but he'll be there when he needs to.
Gets it in space, plays it in.
Oh my God! My gosh! What an opportunity for Calvert Hall.
Those are the opportunities they got to start capitalizing on there. Miss header from Will Andrews.
Yeah, Willie could have put that one back across or on frame. The worst thing he could have done there is, unfortunately, what ended up happening.
Beautiful ball put in by Jam Chooks.
Yeah, Chooks with the right foot. The bootleg left leg, is that what he has? But many people say force him to his right. Well, that's what happens when you give him that opportunity. So hopefully MSJ doesn't find out Benny's bootleg left leg strat.
As Levis cleans this up like a can of corn. Oh, ref getting in the way again.
This guy loves to be involved in the play.
Good clearance by James.
Well done to find Chooks on the wing. Ben brings it down. Yeah, don't stab. Don't reach, young blood.
Oh, he's got to be careful with the arms there.
He's about to teach, and he gets the foul.
MSJ.
Kyrie Irving would recommend don't reach on him, or you have a price to pay. Luckily, the worst price he paid was just a foul. Could have been a lot worse for him.
I mean, I think I heard.
Oh. Good tackle by Mike. Second tackle. Doesn't go his way, though. Batting 500 right there. And he nice little love tap on the back. Yeah, he's going to get that call. See him play quick to Mike. He's got him on the quick turn. But Mike, take 10 steps up and get the ball. There you go.
Plays it into the box.
Flick home was well done by Sean, but I feel like these attackers are really, for Calvert Hall, never on quite the same page. All the goals have come from individual efforts.
They didn't look too ready for the play off the set piece there.
Time flies when you're having fun. There's only 4 minutes left in this one. As you see Dirty P, who once again was late to the team huddle to see Mr. Zinn and moving his car. Apparently that takes more than 35 minutes. But he's going to check in for the first time today as the clock winds down. It's astonishing. I guess the blue car moves 30 times slower than the rest because everyone else can do it in 5. But for some reason there's a delay in the blue
Very questionable no call there.
Oh, they better call that one. There's going to be a brawl.
This game looks like it's getting out of hand. This referee is not having control of the game right now.
And now we're going to have a word with Sean Barwick. He's going to have a chat with him instead of a player that just massacred him. That player was more dirty than a used kitchen sponge.
From behind. I don't know how the ref didn't see that one.
I don't know how that's no call. But Mike's going to be able to float one in from... Oh! That looked like an elbow to the head. Gilbert's going to track down. Oh, that's a great ball, actually. See if Levis can clean that one up.
Trying to counter, but really no counter there. I like the body from Levis. He says, get out of my box.
Get out of my box or I'm about to rock your box. Taekwon Stroud listened quick and got out. The header back to the keeper strat is kind of dominant. It's risky, but it pays off well. It's like the plus on the money line. Will Andrews should probably drop in with the rest of his team. It's pointless for him to pressure like this all by himself. Pison's been at the half field line for gosh knows long. He goes down kind of easy there. So Calvert Hall really trying to slow the tempo of this one defensively. And they're doing so, leaving us with not much to talk about other than center back to center back possession, but Gibbo wins that one. How is he that open? How is he just caught off guard? That is way too easy. That is simply way too easy for an opportunity like that.
MSJ with really only 2 people up, and they get an pretty good chance on goal.
It's a floater. It was like 5 seconds to react to that header, and no one did for Calvert Hall. Excellent touch by Taekwon. And he puts a great hit on right next to the frame. Drops it back. Distributes to Andy Christ. Good touch. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, watch those ankles.
I don't know if it was ankle or New Balance cleats, but he did hit the dirt there. Oh, another header strat to the goalie.
Calvert Hall should look to possess more there. Had a bunch of time and room, but couldn't capitalize.
Final 60 seconds of half number 1. Pazon gets his first touch. It's not going to get there. It's too direct from Calvert Hall. Way too direct. They shouldn't be playing long balls 30 plus out angled towards the 18. It's not going to hit. It's simply just it isn't the recipe for success. And there's another one. I mean, you can say that the parents can get happy that their son's running onto it, but they're just not going to get there.
Yeah, they're playing through balls almost every possession, and the attackmen just do not seem ready for it.
It's like that guy really frustrated that always just spams Y in FIFA.
You know, that could be me, but we'll see if it works out.
That's going to be halftime. So at the end of half 1, team's going to switch sides after 10 minutes in the huddle. Not a lot of energy from the bench. Slow pace of play. Levis only 1 save, maybe, at best, only because he wasn't really tested other than the PK. And Taekwon Strude's opportunity that went off frame.
Yeah, hopefully the second half is a little more exciting for the fans here. But we'll see if Calvert Hall can pull through.
And most importantly, we get the result that we need. All it takes is 1 for Calvert Hall to turn the momentum here. Even a tie is kind of mediocre for the results. I know Coach Rich and the rest of the staff looking for 3 points and 3 points only.
Calvert Hall money line not looking too good right now, but you know, anything can happen. We got another 40 minutes to go.
If I was down there, I'd hammer it with the plus. In the positives, it's worth the payout, worth the shot.
Yeah, you got to double down.
But we'll be back in a little to start our second half. Hopefully it goes in Calvert Hall's direction. See you in a little. Welcome back after the quick half. Whistle blows and we're back in action for the next 40. As Ben Bender finds DP in an advancing pass early. Will Damsgaard gets in for the first time today at right back, giving James Garfing a little rest on the back line. Andy Chris moves to left center back along with Nick Long. Michael Gisriel stays in. Sean Barwick gets the rest. Hayden Lynn goes out wide. Dirty P gets the start at striker. So actually largely different lineup than what we saw to start the half. Maybe Coach sees something in the adjustments that can change this game. It's the all-purpose player, Andy Chris, who's played like 7 different positions this year. Goes back to his OG spot.
Oh, what a strike.
And Taekwon Stroud gets it done early in the first 59 seconds.
You hate to see it, though. You hate to see that. He just sort of ran by the whole defense there. Took a strike from outside the box, bottom left.
I don't even know what to say right now. Bummer, I guess. I mean, in order to win a game, you're trailing. You don't want to come out in the first 59 seconds and concede. That's probably a good hot take tip. But
you can't lose games in this league and still win. So we'll see what they got.
It's a bold strategy to concede in the first minute.
But like we said earlier, it's all about mind games. You got to make the opponent think they're gonna win.
You're right. Right, you are, Tom. As they say in soccer, the 2-0 lead's the hardest one to keep. So we'll see if that's exactly what they were waiting on doing.
Well, yeah, they're playing into the momentum here. Going up 2 goals, the momentum is due to switch to Calvert Hall.
Calvert Hall's due for a break, and once they get one, it's almost like the Appoquinimec game where Appoquinimec scored 2 goals in like 5 minutes to knot it up at deuces. Hopefully Calvert Hall can do that too. Paisan keeps it. Gibbo has a lot of width here if he can find the ball. Almost like 30 yards. Mike clean tackle. Paisan gets a turn. He's got him on. Just play it. Flags down. Weird touch though. Another. What is happening? My God. My gosh.
Ball is stuck on the right flank there. Can't get out.
And is that David Peters down?
Looks like it.
He's slow to get up. I'm not sure if he's going to have to get subbed off here. He's gone down a couple times this year for minor injuries. I think he's returned in every single one, so hopefully we can expect the same result now.
Nothing too major there, it looks like, but we should see him return.
He's just going to hobble it off. And Sean Barwick enjoys his 2.5-minute rest as he checks in, trying to get his 3rd goal of the year.
Let's see if Calvert Hall can do anything here. Got the ball in a dangerous position. He could throw it into the box.
Or just play Penn Bender and let him make a play on it. Or we can get a corner. Not a bad ending from that play. Calvert Hall, I don't think has capitalized on a corner this year, other than the preseason one. Pies on to Benny on the back post header.
They're due for one for sure.
I'm not sure if we conceded any corners yet either, which would be a pretty good accomplishment according to last year's results. It's a laser in from Will Damsgaard. Oh, this is a good opportunity. Miles.
Great opportunity for Calvert Hall.
Good try, Luke, says the fans. Right they are. It's a good effort, but somebody just got to step up and put that away. Congratulations on Luke to get his 2nd shot on goal of the season. 3rd time's a charm. Hopefully. So he floats it over. Gibbo and Reds can clean that one up. So it's about pressing as a team now. Calvert Hall's line is 45 yards apart right now, not exactly where they want that to be, and another long ball gets dumped over the top. Adamsgaard's going to use his pace to shield this one out. Link flicks it on, not where he wants it to go. Another throw in. Andy Chris behind.
Dangerous.
He turns him. Taekwon with a heavy touch.
Pulls it back out. Plays it back in.
Launches it over. Link with a good header. Uses every inch he's got in height to win that one.
Oh my
Clears it
God,
away.
what a clearance.
What a clearance, you're right. Missile over the half-field line. Really
Link.
resets the defense. That's well done by Christopher Link.
Game changer right there. Love to see it.
Luke points, finding marks. Mike points, finding marks. Gibbo wins the header. What a header that was. May have been
Beautiful
uncontested. Exactly where he wants it to go, though. Us, says every single person
But
on the
it's
field,
them,
but it goes
them.
in MSJ's favor. Give and go. Oh, this is pretty from MSJ. Oh, that's going to be a corner kick.
Tough play by Giblin. It's going to be a dangerous corner for
So-
MSJ.
All MSJ in the first 5 minutes and 26 seconds. But it's going to be important that Calvert bounces back quick. Not a lot of time to waste right now. They're going to
No.
bring all 11 in the box, park the bus strat down 2-0.
Like usual.
It's a good ball in, threatening ball in. Not true, won that one. Real shielded, so I guess it was an MSJ player who won the header.
Beautiful shield, though. You love to see the time in the weight room paying off.
Yeah, Will Damsgaard does
Again.
have a body to use, and he does there.
It's all about the squats.
Oh, that's an excellent header. Pinball machine going off in the game right now. The ball really hasn't been passed successfully once or twice in a row lately.
Decent
Taekwon.
look.
Rips another one over. He's been taking shots recently. Not a lot of them on frame, which goes in Calverdall's favor. He does have the goal, though. We'll not forget.
Oh my God, what a beautiful goal kick.
That's right to Link's head.
Can't do
Another
it better
flick
than
on.
that.
Another flick
Oh.
on. That's gorgeous out of the back from Calverdall until the last flick on.
Beautiful possession build up here.
Oh, he's got him on the
Got
wide.
him on the flank.
Not exactly where Sean wanted that one. Where he was pointing with his hands. He's going to cut in, want it from taking it for himself. It's blocked. Excellent block.
Oh, great play to keep possession, though.
Paisan, heavy touch.
Loses it.
Andy, what a chest. He gets low for that one. Like he's holding a wall sit.
He's been doing push-ups in his room all day.
You can tell. One of the larger men on the field.
You need that in the back line. Can't have smaller little guys getting bullied off the ball.
Nonetheless, we have a goal kick for MSJ.
If you see, it looks like their goalie is just wearing a gray shirt instead of an actual goalie jersey.
My prediction is he may have left that in his mom's car coming out of getting dropped off at school today. You know, that was a frantic text to mommy.
Looks like mom didn't get back in time.
But he's going to have a cute little gray penny on, and the show goes on.
Dangerous ball, offsides. MSJ doesn't like it, but you got to play by the rules.
And Levis is 2 for 2 with excellent balls right now from the second half. That's an excellent touch as well. Mike, clearance, right to Pies, right to Link. And that's going to not exactly go where he needs it to go. Good interception by Nick Long. He's got time on it. He's going to use every second of it.
Hall's got to start playing a little more aggressive here. They're not playing like they're down 2 goals right now.
It's a fair statement, even though it kind of goes against the kind of counters their game plan of setting back. They also just can't wait because MSJ would be completely content with just waiting all day for Calvert Hall to make a move.
Especially up 2 goals. Sometimes you got to switch game plans.
It's all about adjustments in soccer.
It is.
And we're waiting on Calvert Hall to make the right adjustment, not only to turn this game around, but practically their entire season.
Great challenge.
It's excellent from Will Damsgaard, making up for the rough play from last week. We know that one's in the back of his mind for vengeance after a nice little stumble from him.
Down the flank. Paisan can't get there. I like to see the effort, though.
Hayden Lim having shin guard issues, but he is ready to go for the goal kick. All day. Checks his watch, takes a nap, and then he plays a long ball. Mike isolated. Now it's Will isolated. Oh, that's actually Sean. Oh, my. Oh, he's easy to go down there.
Sean gets the call there. Hasn't been getting much calls all day. The ref might owe him a few.
He was thrilled for that one. Defensive stand from Sean Barr coming back from a forward position. Gonna play short here. Sean Barr gets it. Gives it back to Nick Long. Andy. Link. See if you can switch the fields here or advance it. And it wasn't pretty, but he advances it. Luke distributes it to Hato. Hato, good ball in.
That time.
And now, counter may be in session. Andy disagrees with me. But MSJ disagrees with Andy, and the show goes on. It's starting to smell like Chinese food up here. Not true. What lucky fan is munching on that, but good for them. As the booth is hungry.
Hungry for some goals too, you know.
Hungry for everything right now, just some action.
Yeah.
Whether it's eating or watching, waiting for something to happen. Hopefully in Calvert Hall's favor, because we've seen some unfortunate action to start the halves. Shaky starts in both of them. Levis puts it at his feet.
He's just one of the best of the game in the kicks from the goal.
It's a cannon. Looks like Fort McHenry coming out of the back. And it looks like he's going to have an opportunity here. Oh my, the bomb's bursting in air. As he finds Paisan.
Going off all day. No containing this man.
Calvert Hall held scoreless for the first time in their season Saturday. It would not be something they want to make a trend out of if they go 2 in a row after managing to put one in the back of the net the last 12 games straight. It's floated on.
Good play by Levis.
Defensive stand. Lets the
Give him
defense
the
get out.
body.
Accurate too. Surprised you don't hear Andrew Levis's name in Francis Scott Key's version of it.
Played in the box.
Oh.
No one there.
Hato was winding up for the Gibbo sidekick volley that we all know is coming. Oh, he tried to. If You're reminded, there's someone on this team, MSJ, they went on House of Highlights, similar to the play that was just tried there. Andy Chris said he's not going to be on the bad side of a highlight reel today. That's a good ball in. Hato gets himself a corner kick, I think.
Looks like a corner.
Someone's got to step up for Capitol Hall and eat what Ben Bender's feeding him on the back post. I wish it was me right now because I could not be any more hungry.
Science says they are due for a goal in the corner here. Numbers are in their favor.
Stats don't lie for the most part. James Garfink, threatening header.
It's all about the analytics up here in the booth.
James Garfink, one of the best head balls in the team. He's going to get the opportunity at it. He's going to head it back in. Ben Bender. Oh, it's cleared out well. Aiden Lim going to get there. Distribute out to Pizon. Pizon's going to get a touch in. He's going to whip it in. Oh, no one's crashing. They're going to get another chance at it. They should. Will Damsgaard should save this. Oh, save it next time.
They should play quick here.
Had an opportunity to take a touch and whip down back in for the third consecutive try. Talk about being due. 3 corners in a row. It's like 3 offensive rebounds in basketball. Watching the WNBA yesterday. Those girls can get some offensive rebounds like no other.
That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to watch film of all sports to really get your knowledge.
Second chance points happen everywhere. Look at football.
Played in. A little too high for Sean.
Look at Sean's pace right now. He's kind of showing it off to the crowd. He can't get there.
He's got that getaway from the cop speed.
Reminds me of Baker Mayfield.
Feeling dangerous. Not playing dangerous, though.
That's going to be a goal kick. Well defended from Calvert Hall there. As you said, not playing dangerous. It's time Calvert Hall switch that up. Put some threat on this MSJ back line.
They got to start slapping their teammates in the faces.
Oh my!
Get some energy going. That's a dangerous little play right there.
What a pass! It's just right to Ben Bender.
To Bender's feet every time.
Uh-oh. Young blood reached. Benny teached.
He's got lemon space.
Oh, he's gonna get it back here. Oh, it's too far. Hato's isolated. Benny's in the box. Oh, he goes for Meggs. That would have been alpha.
Got 24.
2-4 with the great stand. House of highlights, man.
I don't know how they called that against Calvert Hall there.
Well, I mean, just from the flow of the game, you know this ref is a Cyclops if he had an extra eye. So sometimes you got to expect this. But it's unfortunate it's consistently going in MSJ's favor as of now.
You got to play good enough that the refs don't change the game, they say.
And that's not exactly happening right now.
The dummy.
The Torin dummy. Will was trying to get on House of Highlights.
And he has some space.
He's going to find Will. Pizon trying to use his body to get around it. He does. That may be a corner.
David Peters comes back on.
David Peters and Stephen Welsh. I think that may be Sean Barrett coming off. No, Sean Barrett's going to go to the right wing. Hato comes off along with Dirty P. Dirty P was the last off the field. Are you surprised? Probably not. Just a trend. It's the analytics once again speak the truth.
Right through the uprights.
Oh, we are looking forward to the suspense of this kick. Wow. Once again, finds his Calvert Hall attacker. It's unreal. It's truly just unreal.
I would love to see the stats on that.
Honestly, Calverdall's strat right now may just be drop it back to Levis so he can find someone in the midfield, because that's the best attack they've been having so far, is coming off his distribution.
He's got pinpoint accuracy. I wouldn't be surprised if they move him up to striker.
He even finds Sean. Oh, that better be a card. James Garfing in the midfield. Hasn't seen a lot of that this year. Gibbo cannot bring that one down, but he does eventually. Matched up against his Celtic
He just got it in the
teammate.
corner. It's going to be a throw in for Caverdall.
So it's going to be launched in. James has a chance at the header. Doesn't really contest for it. It was in MSJ's favor.
He is
That's
onside.
offsides. Oh, I was going to call off. It's a Levis
Other side
type
of the
ball
midfield.
right to the foot. Taekwon Strud plays a good ball in. Woo. Counterattacks are just on. It's counterattack city today as we enter the fourth quarter of this game. 20 minutes left.
That's what happens when you don't put 11 men in the box on every opposing team's chance to score. You get some counterattacks. Caverdall not really getting too many counterattacks. Putting all their men in the box.
Impatience growing from a lot of Calverdall supporters, players, commentators, waiting for something big, something momentous to turn this tide around.
Well, they can't keep 6 people in the back half on the defense side and expect to put pressure on goal.
Yeah, I think they're relying on their front four too much. It's a team game, team defending, just like they expect the attackers to defend well. It's just as important for the defenders to join the attack. MSJ doing an excellent job of that today. That's an excellent ball by Nick Long.
Beautiful ball down the flank.
Magisterial.
But it goes to a goal kick.
Sean can't bring it down.
You know, let's just compare here and see how well and how sometimes take it for granted Andrew Levis is here when you see just this short pass by
It's
the other
noticeable.
teams.
It's clearly noticeable. I don't know what Levis ate for breakfast this morning, but every player on this team needs to have it. He's off his line. He's going to eat this one up, just like the breakfast this morning. Uh-oh. He finds him. He finds him every time. James almost got caught slipping. Gibbo getting pressured. I don't think he realizes how heavy it is. Oh, that's nifty. Nifty back heel.
Cheeky play.
Classic Gibbo right there. Not afraid to use all his talents whenever he needs to. Benny, no touch
Benny.
dribbling.
Getting lost his own sauce a little bit there.
What? Oh my gosh.
And they call a foul on Benny.
That's. I don't even know if the word questionable is appropriate anymore. It's more than questionable. It's just unheard of. So now, Calverdall's to defend one from around 30 to 40 out. 35 out.
Chip to no one from Mount St. Joe.
Not exactly what he was intending. So now it's going to be close to a miracle for Calverdall to get 3 goals here in regulation. We may get some free soccer if Calverdall heats up. But it's got to be 1 goal at a time for Calverdall. Lack of possession in the last couple seconds. Keeps bouncing around until Damsgaard almost connects. Now it's back in MSJ. Now it's back at Calvert Hall. Nope. MSJ wins this one, brings it down. Gibbo isolated.
Oh, good through ball.
Oh, it's not going to get there. It was a good thought. Looked like Richie Nichols' pass yesterday, or Friday against McDonough. Had the open man out wide. Could not hit him. Just straight out of bounds. Steve has space. And he clears it. Now it's up to Gibbo to stop the play. Oh, that would have been a sick touch. What if? But Levis had different plans for the end of that result
Could
play.
be going right to Bender's head here.
He's going to try for Sean here. And it's going to win a Calvert Hall throw. So he wins possession yet again.
Calvert Hall's going to have to start pushing people up. They still have 5 or 6 people on defensive half.
Could that get over? That's clean. Oh, he tries the Gibbo back heel. Doesn't work this time. It's going to be a turnover for MSJ now.
Only 4 to 5 people pushed up for Calvert Hall there. With 14 minutes left, you might start thinking to go all out attack here.
Well, at this point, goal differential is probably the least of Calvert Hall's concerns. If they can snag, even if they lose 3-0, they'd rather
Right down the flank.
They'd rather take the shot.
Good slide tackle by MSJ.
That was well done, well defended. So Willie Andrews gonna come in for Sean Barwick. Willie Andrews, you can just look at his hair, and you know this guy is a baller. The long blonde hair flowing right now.
Oh my gosh, what a throw in by Gibbo there.
Right in stride with Steve, and at least at the corner. More throw-ins like that for Calvert Hall. Keep possession rather than ones they lose on the first or second pass. That's going to be the game changer.
Gotta start taking advantage of those beautiful throws. You don't do curls in the weight room for nothing.
Well, they may take advantage on this corner kick that came from the throw.
Dangerous.
Oh, it was dangerous. The T-shirt guy could not get a successful punch.
Goal. Calvert Hall.
Oh, that's well done by Will to find James. James slides to find
Calvert Hall's got to keep up
Benny.
the pressure here.
Benny was slid on. Oh, cheeky flick. Oh, Ben Bender gets 1 to bite, 2 to bite.
It looks like
He's going to play all the way back. He knows the strat. This time does not work out. Well done, Gibbo.
nice body from Gibbo.
Gibbo, strictly business today from him.
He's got time and space. Good tackle by
And he has
24.
pressure coming on. He's offsides.
Offsides.
And he knew it. He had that covered. He wanted the easy set piece rather than contesting with an offsides man. See if you can find Michael Gisreel. Well, that's Bender in the midfield. I think Michael Gisreel is going to take a break. Actually, that is Mike. It's pretty sunny from the booth. Numbers are getting a little blurry. Getting old. Sight's losing. No longer 20/20 vision. So sub 12 now. James plays one across, intended for David Peters. Nice Calvert Hall sandwich right there. Leads to the turnover. Steve, heavy touch. Now it's up to Nick Long. Maybe the header strat. Nope. He's going to turn it for himself.
Plays it upfield pretty well. Oh. It was almost a nasty flick on by Will Andrews.
It's going back and forth now.
Not much possession.
Maybe they can hold on to this. MSJ does. Mike slide tackle coming soon.
Gives him the body instead.
He limps out of that one. And he's kind of hobbling around there. So Cavanaugh leaving a man up this time. It's going to be Stephen Welsh up at striker. Hopefully, oh, that's a weird bounce. Not really much Mike could have done about that. Substitution. Son's in my way, Tom. Who is that coming in? Is that Sean?
Looks like Shawnee's coming back in for
Shawnee's
EP.
coming in for the sophomore David Peters.
As we get almost to the 10-minute mark, it makes you think when they bring in winger Pimp Diddy Reef.
Yeah, they're looking for answers for this slump, and I think they have one sitting down right in front of them.
He's the ringer on the team.
The super sub reminds me of Lewandowski's 5 goals coming off of the bench. If we can see that, it might be a show here. It could get interesting. CR7 still waiting patiently. Probably right next to Diddy Reef. Both threatening wingers, ready to make an impact on this game. James, touch almost around.
Can't throw it in much better than that.
Floated in.
Headed out.
Long has nothing to do with that one.
As Cavanaugh looks to push, but there's really nobody up to keep possession. Everyone is stuck in the back half.
James connects with Giz to Willie. Willie's got Benner if he just one less touch from Cavanaugh. Not just Willie, but I feel like I could say that 100 times every game.
Well, when you're attacking with four people and the defense has 6 back, it's always going to be tough.
Yeah, numbers up. 2 relatively strong. Like James Garfink started at center back today. Now at center mid, so you know he's just got the defensive role in his mind. It's kind of hard to get that out of your mind when you're playing such a defensive place at center back, and then just throwing up the center mid, needing 2 goals. And then Mike Israel has been CDM all year, recorded his first shot on goal. So not exactly 2 people you're going to expect to score the goals in the midfield right now, but it's probably the adjustment Cavanaugh should make to get some goal scorers in. The question is who, though? Is Cavanaugh not really the goal-scoring team? 3-0.
Well, that is not what you wanted to see.
Cavanaugh having a talk with the goalie as MSJ probably collected the worst celebration of all time. Kudos to them for that award. But
Levis
I don't
wanted
know
to
who's
foul
laughing
there.
harder, us watching their celebration or MSJ winning 3-0. So
Not too much energy coming from the Cavanaugh bench here.
disappointing to say the least. As James takes a couple extra touches and he finds one in the air to no threat on the attacking with. It's maybe the first time all year a freshman did not get minutes. Well, I may be speaking too soon. There's still 7 minutes left. But definitely a change in the mentality for Coach Rich. But still looking for answers, trying different things. And clearly, whatever this was not the answer to success. It's dumbfounding, actually, how there's so much talent on this. There really is. Every player on that field has got some serious talent, but the pieces are just, it's all like they belong to a different puzzle right now.
It is true. Good tackle by MSJ. Just looks like they want it more right now.
Playing on the ground, yeah, it's an easy call. James wants to play quick. Finds Mike. Numbers up. We need to get numbers. See, there's 2 holding midfielders right now with no interest in getting up. That can't happen. That can't happen. We're down 3-0. At least get one.
Especially with a defensive formation to start with.
A lot of the attack on a 4-3-3 comes back from the will of the marking backs to find an offensive positioning. Allow the wingers. Oh my God, a bit disrespectful from MSJ subbing their entire team. Kind of shows how comfortable they are with the remaining part of this game.
Slap in the face.
I know when I'm on the field and I see that it's not something I enjoy. It's more of a humiliating thing. And commentators, I wouldn't call it a jinx, but as I say it, freshman Gabe Gleekin checks in for the first time today.
We'll
2 minutes after
We'll see if that substitution by MSJ sparks a fire underneath these Cardinals here.
I mean, even to get one, to end the game with one, getting shut out in 2 games is just not acceptable. And we haven't scored a live pace of play game in, literally, this is not a joke, 4 games. We've had 2 PKs. We have not scored in the pace of play in 4 games. 320 minutes. That's not good. I don't
think that's very good either, Bleach.
So Gabe's going to get a throw in here.
Bender has space.
There it is. Here's an opportunity for Calvert Hall if we can get one early. Oh.
Good job, Mark!
Caverdall does good to keep possession here.
I believe they're going 3 in the back, right? Maybe 4. Just different styles of play from each of the wing backs. One wants to get higher, one gets lower. Works out because you always need 3 back there. Good turn. Ooh. Benny's still giving it everything he's got. As the waning time comes down. Draws him a corner. Well done by Will Andrews. It's going to be Benny to step up to take this corner. He's best in the air, but he's always also best playing the ball in. And I guess it's more important to have a more consistent ball in than one guy that may get ahead on it. He's going to play it short, though. Touch around a kid, shot. Another corner opportunity.
Good job, D!
Calvert Hall doing well to apply some pressure right now.
I mean, if they only send one, why not play the same play again? Really should get 5 yards closer to Benny and just do the same exact thing. It's a 2v1. Andy Chris is going to send that one back out. And he's going to be offsides. Benny knew that. So smart play to just, I think it's just going to be a throw-in. Should be. Benny didn't get involved in the play.
Some decent opportunities there, but just couldn't finish.
James brings it down to Benny. A lot of new adjustments in the midfield. I know Luke was a dominant presence in the midfield last year. Hasn't really had the opportunity to prove himself again this year. Sean's slow to recover back there. And he double teamed. But he gets it back. Distributes. Finds James. See if they can switch the ball. Good touch by Sean to keep it in. And he's slow to get up. I think it's a cramp. He's limping now. Probably not the best to have your center back limping. Maybe he can hang on for 2 more minutes. Less than as he gets the last stretch in.
Well, he'll be looking for some dirt to rub on that real quick, but none out there.
Good touch by Steve. See if he can create an opportunity for himself. It just seems so much harder for Calverdall to create opportunities right now than allow them.
Come on, White, 90 seconds.
Gabe works. James fills in for him. Heavy touch. No. First error from the ball boy, unfortunately. Well done by James. Cannot
Pass
get the switch.
intercepted.
And he steps well. Good one touch. And now Benny's got space. Maybe he can get one late. He's got Willie on the outside.
Stops
He's
on
gonna
a
take it.
dime.
Oh, another ankle goes down. But he can't get the shot off. But he's
Draws
gonna
a foul,
he's gonna
though.
get at least one opportunity for a free kick with 40 seconds left. I wouldn't even hurry this one up. I'd just set up shop. Try to get one at the buzzer.
This one looks like it's going top left here.
It's not even, that's like 6 yards at max. That is the worst formation of a wall. It's 6 yards. It's a 6-yard wall. It's called for 10. I don't get that.
You hate to see it.
So 15 seconds. I doubt this may not even get back into play. The T-shirt guy's going to take his time on the left foot. Yeah, he made his call game with this one in the air.
Tough game on the pitch today for Calverdall.
Calverdall drops their 3rd straight. Answers yet to be found.
Goals yet to be scored.
Hopefully this is the last live stream with me. As look for 27 on the field. Hopefully soon, that's the goal. But
You're carrying the playoff run, I heard.
it was fun. It was an enjoyable time. Made game days a lot easier on me. But that's it from me. Tom, thanks for joining.
It was a pleasure, Bleach.
And that's all.